this is Ricky's mold, all done. And I'm about to remove the clay Ricky from his mold. So I'm gonna carefully cut the silicone. Actually, I might peel him off here carefully first. Oh, there we go. See how it's nice and flexible? But it's not going to be flexible enough to pull up over his head. So we pull him back down. Well, it might be. I'm going to have to cut it at least to here, I think. Just fine. Let's start with this bit. Already got part of it. There we go. You can see the colours all through there, I think. There you go. Oh, gotta be very careful because I don't want to get myself. Small bits at a time, just because I don't want to ruin this mold. I want to be very careful. Let's try and leave that all. We're still gonna have to cut it more. Should be able to get him out of that. Just making sure you can actually see what I'm doing. As you guys know, oh, that's just torn. I don't want to have it go too much higher than that. I am trying to be really careful. I'm gonna have to go a bit higher. So when he's in silicone, silicone is squishy, so that makes it easier to get the actual silicone one out. I've just increased the height of that, and it is thinner here than where the blue stripe is, because I thickened up the blue. Oh, here we go. And we have the inside of my Ricky Rex mold. So that is, whoops, sorry guys. That is the inside. You can see his details, his little nostrils. So yeah, that's his inside. Put him that way in. And then we do his, whoopsies. Don't you go breaking on me, just in case. That's good, he came out undamaged. He's got a little bit of a scratch, but that's cool, that's cool. Let's do this one. So we're gonna peel his body off the base. Like that. Well stuck on. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna straighten these. So I don't want them to damage the mold. So this is a very thin neck, which means I need to cut at least down to the tail, possibly a bit further, which is why I've done the blue a bit further down to get his hips and feet out. Let's see how that goes. I'm going to stop there for now. Start trying to remove Mr. Ricky. So because of his arms, like I've learned so much even doing this one. Next time, hang on, here we go. I'll have the arms in like a downward facing position. I did them out like this because in the silicone they'll flop. But what I didn't think about was getting the clay sculpt out of the mold. Because I don't want to break him. I most likely will, but, you know, you can see his scales on the mold. He's so cool. So cool, guys. So well, we got a little bit of a bubble in the mold there. But that's okay. So it will affect the pores. Oh, I broke his hand. Okay. But it is repairable on the silicone version. So one of his hands has come off. I don't think I would have been able to get his hand out if I hadn't have. Oh, got that one out. Let's just quickly get his actual hand out of that piece. It's all... His hand's just going to stay in there until I get the rest of him out. It's just going to have to stay there. So now is the tail and the legs. I'm worried I might have to cut further down, which is fine. If I need to, I need to. I'd rather not, but if I need to, I need to. Try not to stab myself on that piece. Okay, I need to lengthen that a little bit further. That should help. So once in silicone, because no. So I just ripped it. That's annoying. Yes, I've got to fix the seam line anyway, but I'm keeping it in a straight line. That's just gone sideways. Can obviously, I can repair it. It's just, damn. So I'm gonna cut further down the tail in the straight line again, the thick section, right down, I think. Which is probably what I should have done in the first place. It is a learning experience. So when you put those two sides together, they have a little bit of stick almost. So I use a tiny bit of dish soap. Just pull the mold up a bit. In there, it'll create a more of a slippery surface. And from what I've heard, that it's like adding a lubricant and it'll help the mold slide off. And you can do this with your silicone version in the mold. Let's try again. I am being firm, but I'm also being quite gentle. Really don't want to ruin the mold any more than I have, unfortunately. Come on, buddy. It won't be this hard to get the silicone versions out. I know that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to break his feet. Hang on. There we go. Come on, Ricky. Where's your feet, buddy? There we go. So I've had to take his feet off. That's okay. I would much rather that than sort of. So now I just have to be careful of those two pieces of metal while I get his feet out. Oh. But at least it means I can't damage his mold with it. Grab this piece of metal. Oh, nearly knocked you guys over. Be so careful. That's the metal out, so at least I'm not going to sort of puncture the mold. A little bit more soap. Sharp objects off the desk. I'm going to use the soap on my fingers up into the mold to help it slide. There we go. And then wipe it off my hands because I don't like the feeling of it. That is helping a little bit, I guess. Oh, he's giving me the finger. He is literally giving me the finger. So my plans of getting him out uninjured haven't happened. That's okay. The main thing is the mold. Sculpt can be fixed. There's one finger. Oh, this is taxing on my fingers. Oh. Got to make sure all these little crumbs of clay in here also come out. Oh yeah, all those little crumbs out as well. I'm trying to... Yay, we have a foot. Foot number 2. Put his rude foot over there. Kind of looks like an emu foot in a way. Alright, let's soap him up. Soap him up. Makes him a bit slippery. Get it off my hands. Oh, my hands are actually really sore. Alright, Ricky. Foot number 2, buddy. Foot number 2. Hey, we can see his heel. It's getting there. It's getting there. This gives more of an appreciation for sculptors in general, but particularly silicone artists. Like, people just don't realize what they go through to make their molds and pour sculpts and stuff. It's not easy in any sense of the word. I've just added a bit more soap. Oh, gotta get his toes out carefully. one. Can carefully get. Oh, got it. So that's his foot. I'm just having a feel to make sure there's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing in there. Let's put his leg back through the right way. Well, that one came through easy. Let's quickly wipe him over. Get all that off. And then I'll show you the inside of his mold. Right. So you can see the inside of his mold. See scales in his tummy, and I've just realized I've got a hand in here still to get out. So I'm going to, there's a couple of thinner parts of the mold that I didn't realize were thinner. I'm going to put a bit of this on here just to help. Also trying not to get it on the inside of the mold. He's not cooperating. All right, progress. Oh. Be very careful not to pinch the mold with these. There we go. That's his other hand. Okay, so he's fully out of his mold now. I've noticed a tiny little bubble just here. That's fine. It's something I can fix later. Because I'll have to do seam repairs and stuff anyway. So I'm gonna wash the inside of his mold and let him dry, and then seal him. Here is what is left of Mr. Ricky. So he's lost a hand and both his little feetsies. They're all intact and in there. So he didn't break too badly. And then his head, whoopsies, is fully intact.